Hello again, friends. Let's take a look at number 49 on the review packet. It says, what are the coordinates of the focus of the graph of each parabola? I'll just do letter A, and then I'll let you do letter B on your own. Remember, when we are talking about the focus, it has to do with that p-value. P is the distance from the vertex to the focus. So the first thing we want to do is get this sucker in the right format, because our format for our basic parabola, in this case, the x is squared, so it's going to be an up and down facing parabola, and this is positive, so it's going to be an up facing parabola. So that should, when it's all said and done, have this form: x minus h squared equals 4p y minus k. Okay. Now already we have some issues because this value here is next to the squared, and in our standard form it's not. So we need to start by getting rid of that. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 32, and that's going to give me kind of the basis for my my standard form. So it's going to be 32 y minus 10 equals x plus 2 squared, which is more what I want. Now, because it's in the proper format, although you could argue that you should switch it so that it's more of this, but it doesn't really matter, we can get a lot of crucial information. The vertex is these points here, -2 and 10, right? And our p-value is going to be 8. Now, our p-value is 8 is because, remember, this 32 represents 4p in our equation. And that tells us that, well, 32 divided by 4 is 8. So what this number here is the number of units the focus is away from the vertex. Now, this is where we just have to use as much common sense as possible, because our vertex is like here, -2, let's say here, 10. And we know that this is a positive number. It means our parabola is going to open up. Now, the reason that's important is because the focus is somewhere inside. The focus is somewhere inside the parabola. It is the distance, from the vertex up to here. The focus is P. So in this case, that's 8 units. So if our vertex was at -210 and we go up 8 units, we end at -218, which is the correct, let me just text this out. Which is the correct value of the focus. So a couple of things you got to do there. One, make sure that your equation is in the proper format. Get it in the right organization. Two, make sure that you have the numbers filled in correctly. Get the 4p over to the correct side if it's not already. Know if it's opening up or down just by looking at the equation and studying it, and then start computing all your points. So